What do a Dutch playboy, an aristocrat turned ghost, and a taxidermy-loving fugitive have in common? No, this isn't the start of a bad joke. It's the cast of characters in some of the most baffling disappearances of all time. From beachside vanishings to nannies mistaken for wives, these mysteries have more twists than a soap opera marathon. So buckle up, this is where true crime meets. Number 10. The chilling case of Charles Rogers. In 1965, Houston police made a gruesome discovery. The dismembered bodies of Fred and Edwina Rogers neatly packed inside their refrigerator. The prime suspect, their reclusive son, Charles Rogers, a geophysicist who communicated with his parents via notes slipped under his bedroom door. Charles vanished before the police could question him, leaving behind a trail colder than the icebox itself. Despite extensive searches and wild conspiracy theories linking him to the JFK assassination, Charles was never found and was declared dead after a decade. The case remains one of Houston's most notorious unsolved mysteries. Number 9. The disappearance of Paul and Sarah Skiba and Lorenzo Chivers. In February 1999, 39-year-old Paul Skiba, his 9-year-old daughter Sarah, and his employee, 36-year-old Lorenzo Chivers, vanished under mysterious circumstances in Westminster, Colorado. Paul owned Tough Movers, a local moving company, and on February 7, the trio was last seen returning to the company's lot after completing moving jobs in Morrison and Thornton. When they failed to return home, concerned family members reported them missing. Subsequent investigations revealed Paul's moving truck parked unusually at the lot, with bullet holes and bloodstains inside, as well as a piece of human scalp near the windshield. DNA analysis confirmed the blood belonged to Paul and Sarah, leading authorities to suspect foul play. Despite extensive searches and investigations, including the discovery of Paul's and Lorenzo's vehicles abandoned in different locations, no trace of the three has been found. Over the years, various theories have emerged, but no arrests have been made, and the case remains unsolved. Number 8. The vanishing of Lord Lucan. In 1974, British aristocrat Lord Lucan disappeared after the murder of his children's nanny, Sandra Rivet, in London. Lucan was suspected of the crime, with theories suggesting he intended to kill his wife, but mistakenly killed the nanny. Despite extensive searches and numerous alleged sightings worldwide, he was never found. In 1999, he was declared legally dead, but his disappearance continues to intrigue the public. The mystery surrounding Lord Lucan has inspired books, documentaries, and even songs, cementing his place in popular culture as the missing Earl. Number 7. The disappearance of Johnny Gosch. In 1982, 12-year-old Johnny Gosch disappeared while delivering newspapers in West Des Moines, Iowa. Despite numerous sightings and various theories, including allegations of a pedophile ring and government conspiracies, Johnny was never found. The case remains open, with the main suspect or suspects never identified, leaving a void in the community and a story that has inspired countless discussions and documentaries. Number 6. The disappearance of Judith Brown. In 1977, 19-year-old Judith Brown disappeared in New York City under mysterious circumstances. Her fiancé, Richard Riesenberg, a former psychiatric patient who had previously been considered a suspect in the Son of Sam murders, also vanished around the same time. Decades later, renewed interest in the case has led to fresh investigations, with authorities re-examining old evidence and exploring new leads. Despite these efforts, both Judith and Richard remain missing, their fates unknown. The case highlights the challenges of solving long-standing disappearances, where time often erodes evidence and memories. Number 5. The disappearance of Yasser Abdul-Said. Yasser Abdul-Said, an Egyptian-American taxi driver, was accused of the brutal murders of his teenage daughters, Amina and Sarah, in Texas in 2008, in what authorities labeled an honor killing. The case shocked the nation, with chilling 911 calls from Sarah identifying her father as the attacker before she succumbed to her injuries. Said vanished immediately after the murders, sparking a manhunt that spanned over a decade. His ability to remain at large despite being placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list raised concerns about potential accomplices and the networks that may have shielded him. Rumors swirled about his whereabouts, from Egypt to remote parts of the U.S., keeping the public and law enforcement on edge. In 2020, after 12 years of evasion, he was finally captured in Justin, Texas, marking the end of one of the most elusive fugitive cases in recent history. The arrest brought a sense of relief to the victims, surviving family members, and the community, but also reignited debates about cultural influences, justice, and the challenges of tracking fugitives. Number 4. The vanishing of John List. In 1971, John List methodically murdered his wife, mother, and 3 children in their New Jersey home. He then disappeared, leaving behind a confession letter explaining his twisted reasoning, including financial troubles and a belief that he was saving his family from moral ruin. List assumed a new identity, meticulously built a new life, and evaded capture for 18 years until his arrest in 1989, thanks to an age-progressed bust shown on a popular TV program. His ability to blend into society while being a wanted fugitive remains a chilling aspect of this case. The horrifying murders and his double life have been the subject of books, movies, and documentaries, leaving a lasting imprint on the true crime genre and sparking debates about how such heinous acts could be concealed for so long. Number 3. The disappearance of Joanne Ratcliffe and Kirsty Gordon. On August 25, 1973, during a football match at the Adelaide Oval in Australia, 11-year-old Joanne Ratcliffe and 4-year-old Kirsty Gordon were abducted. The girls had left their seats to use the restroom and were last seen in the company of an unknown man. Despite multiple witnesses reporting sightings of the trio in and around the stadium, extensive searches and investigations yielded no trace of the girls or their abductor. Over the years, several suspects have been proposed, including individuals linked to other child abductions in Australia, but no definitive conclusions have been reached. The case remains one of Australia's most haunting unsolved mysteries, with the main suspect still unidentified. Number 2. The vanishing of Robert William Fisher. Robert William Fisher is the prime suspect in the 2001 murders of his wife and 2 children in Scottsdale, Arizona. The family's home was set ablaze in an apparent attempt to cover up the crime. Fisher disappeared shortly after and has eluded capture ever since. Despite numerous reported sightings and a spot on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list, Fisher's fate remains a mystery. Investigators believe he is highly skilled in survival tactics and may be hiding in remote areas, potentially in the forests of the western United States or even Mexico. His face has been altered in aged progressed photos, which continue to be distributed in hopes of recognition. The case underscores the lengths a person can go to avoid justice and the enduring pain left behind for the victim's loved ones. Number 1. The disappearance of William Bradford Bishop. In 1976, William Bradford Bishop, a U.S. State Department official, allegedly bludgeoned his wife, mother, and 3 sons to death in their Maryland home. After the brutal murders, Bishop vanished, evading law enforcement for decades. Despite being on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list, his whereabouts remain unknown, making this case one of the most enduring mysteries in American criminal history. Over the years, there have been reported sightings of Bishop in various countries, including Sweden and Italy, but none have been confirmed. Authorities discovered that he was fluent in several languages and had a diplomatic passport, which could have helped him blend into foreign communities. The case remains a chilling example of how a seemingly perfect life can hide dark secrets. And there you have it, the most chilling and mysterious cases that keep us on the edge of our seats. And hey, if you enjoyed diving into these unsolved mysteries with us, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more spine-tingling tales and intriguing stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.